Hi. I am totally aware that I kind of look like a mess right now, but you know what? I'm 38 weeks pregnant. I kind of am a mess. Whew, actually. Right now I'm having a contraction. I've been having quite a few of those. Hopefully it's this week. I have some people voting for it to happen on the 5th and some on the 6th. So either one of those would be fine. If not, today, the 2nd, or tomorrow, the 3rd. Oh, my OB is out for spring break, so that's a great thing. He goes on vacation, I go into labor. It's only natural. So, and I'd be totally fine with that. Doctor's only there to catch the baby at the end. Who cares? Anyway, so wish me luck. Hopefully it's this week. Hopefully there will be an update by the end of this vlog that says, hey, here's our baby. Please. It would be absolutely wonderful. Hi, is it Wednesday? Good grief, it's only Wednesday. Is that right? Yep. It's Wednesday, April 4th. And last night, my body did something really stupid where I was sleeping and my body tried to turn over from one side to the other, and I can't do that anymore. So I seem to have pulled something or torn or something horrible has happened, because I am now more disabled than I was, which is impressive. Actually, it's pretty impressive to be this broken. Anyway, so I have an appointment with the OB office at 2, and we will see if I have damaged anything important. Because right now I'm having really bad cramps down my leg. It's not something normal, and it's been lasting since, 6:30 this morning, and it is now, what time is it? It's like 10, 11? It's 10. It's 10:15. So I've been having constant cramping for 6 hours, or not 6, for 4 hours. Math. So hopefully I will get in with the doctor. They can do a little check and see if everything is okay. Guess what? We're having a baby. Baby. So I told you this morning I twisted really weird and was cramping like crazy. Yeah, I went to the doctors and they're like, oh, look at you, you're dilated to a 3, excellent job. And I was like, perfect, this means that my body is doing something right. So Robert and I went on a long walk through the mall and through DI, and then I went on a long walk around the block, and shazam, I was contracting like crazy, and then I came into the hospital, and I had been progressing. That's the word. I was progressing. And they said, oh, we'll keep you. And so now I'm in this glorious gown, and I have things sticking out of my arm. So exciting. I'm having a baby. Are you excited?
Totes.
Totes excited. Anyway, it is, what does the time say?
11:30 basically.
30? And I just got my epidural. I've been in, when did we get in? 8? 7?
It was about 7. Just before 7.
So I've been in for a minute, but I've been contracting the whole time, so... And progressing. Life is good. This is new. I like this. I'm not even on Pitocin yet. I say yet because I'm pretty sure that it's going to take way too long for me to try to do this all on my own. But they broke my water, so that's a thing. Oh, all these things are happening. I should have been updating you. Now I'm just way behind. And my face is so red. Oh my gosh, I have color to my face. That's different. I mean, besides the fact that I'm colored.
It's racist.
Well, I will update you again. Maybe when I have a baby in my arms or something's gone seriously wrong. No, that's not gonna happen, right?
No.
No.
Everything's going great.
My blood pressure cuff's gonna go. Oh, I gotta go. No. Hey, so
hey.
I missed a little bit here where we were admitted and then we had a baby. And I totally missed filming anything, actually.
Because it was a lot faster than we had expected.
It's true. My first pregnancy was 21 hours, and my second was 10? Did we decide Aria was 10?
I think so.
And then this little guy came in 8. But, oh, we're out of focus.
You want to start again?
No, it's not a problem.
Okay.
I'll just
Deal with it.
Yeah. It happens all the time. Anyway, so, let's see, we were admitted, and then they broke my water, which is in there, and then I got my epidural pretty quick after that. And then I had a really bad reaction to my epidural, actually. Robert had gone to sleep.
Yeah, like 12:30.
Yeah.
I conked out.
And so I got my epidural, and I guess just the rush of it, and then they had me up and laid me down to check my cervix and stuff, and I couldn't breathe, and I started getting tunnel vision because I was like super out of air. Like, it was a terrifying thing. And so they put an oxygen mask on me, and they got fluids in me, and they like all these nurses running around, and Robert is dead asleep.
Never knew
Never knew
that any of this was happening.
And all the nurses go out, and I'm calling out, Robert, it's scary. And he was just gone. Just totally gone.
Great moral support, this one.
Yeah, he was great. A great coach. But no, because when I needed you at, what was it, like 3 in the morning?
It was 3:30. It was about 3:30 when you woke up.
Yeah, because it was like 3 hours after he went to sleep.
Uh-huh.
I wake him up because I need my leg adjusted, just because I can't move it after the epidural. And so he comes, adjusts my leg. We realize my epidural has run out.
Alarm starts going off, so I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah, that was it. An alarm started going off. And so then we call a nurse in to turn this alarms off because we don't know what any of these machines do. So, like, did I tell my nurse when I called her that something had happened?
Yeah, like you're just feeling a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so I called her and I'm like, there's an alarm going off. Also, I'm feeling a lot of pressure very, very suddenly, and it was like a moment, and I felt him drop. Like, something is happening. And she comes in, turns the alarm off, and checks me. She's like, oh yeah, you're complete. What? Like, it just happened. Like, there was no major buildup of transition or whatever. I was just suddenly done. And everyone rushes in, gets all the machines ready, and I'm pushing through one contraction, like 2 pushes? Or 2 contractions?
It was just the one contraction.
It was just the one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was just the one contraction. I think I pushed twice in the one contraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was out. And that was it. Oh, and when he came out, he had the cord.
He had the cord, like, wrapped around his neck and also looped around his right arm.
So it, like, went up around his back. Was it actually around his neck?
It wasn't like a proper loop, but it was like coming from one side going around and then down.
Oh, and then down his arm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And he was holding it, right? When he came
Yeah,
out?
he was like he had a death grip on that thing.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I don't know what's on the other side of this, but if it's a drop, I'm ready. Like,
holding on for dear life. And except the problem was because he was holding on to that during pushing and like those final contractions, his heart rate had been just
all over
the
the place.
place. And they're like, what is going on with this baby? Oh, he's just got a death grip on the thing keeping him alive. Anyway, so they got him away because I don't go straight to skin because they're covered in my innards and I don't need that all over me. It's too much for me. Some moms can do it. I'm not that mom. Anyway, so they took him away, cleaned him off, and something was very wrong because his breathing sounded horrible.
Sounded weird. Just the way it looked was weird.
It sounded like he was gargling water in the back of his throat.
Yep. And he was super pale.
Oh, yeah.
Which you don't expect.
No, that's not what you plan on here.
We don't expect pale babies.
No. He looked ill. And so they decided to take him to NICU just to have him put on...
Just on oxygen.
Just put him on oxygen for a while. They said maybe an hour and a half or something like that.
They said that most babies that come out with breathing problems are hour to an hour and a half and they're out.
Yeah. So, like, they brought him over and said, this is your baby. Say hello. Say goodbye. They wheeled him off. So I hadn't even touched him. Did I even touch him?
No, you hadn't touched him. You'd hardly seen him.
Yeah.
Like, after I cut the cord, they're like, there he is.
There he is.
It's like,
yeah.
Where
yeah,
is...
right? And after I had him, I was in a total fog. Like, there was just like this apathetic feeling. Like, if apathy can be a feeling, since it's, a total lack of anything, like, there was just nothing. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what is happening? Who cares? Everything's great. It was probably just drug induced.
Yeah.
Like, I pushed a baby out and my body was just like, freedom. Let's sleep for 10 years. Anyway, so they took him away. He was in NICU.
Yep.
On a respirator breathing thing. He was on oxygen. And he didn't get better.
Yeah,
you were with him more.
Yeah, they were just saying that he wasn't showing improvement. If anything, he was looking a little bit worse, very slightly.
Yeah.
And so they just they actually ended up putting a breathing tube down his throat, so they could be getting even more oxygen there. Did a chest x-ray, had fluid in his lungs, had a small hole in one of his lungs, which apparently is a thing that happens. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That progressed into a slight case of pneumonia.
Yeah. So
that was the reason we had to keep him in there as long as we did, because he was getting antibiotic treatment to make sure everything was A-okay.
Yeah. So I think that brings you up to speed with the vlog here. So we will continue with that. Well, it is Is it Thursday? Is today Thursday? No. What is today? It's the 5th, still. So it's still baby's birthday, and I'm enjoying some Jell-O. I'm in mother and baby, and my baby is not with me because he is in NICU. He had some fluid in his lungs. He also has a hole in his lungs that's really small, and they're just taking x-rays and making sure that it's healing itself up, and pretty soon I get to hold him for the first time, so that will be, super cute and fun and all that jazz. So I'm Charlie. I'm the cutest baby ever. You with my elephant nose. It's okay. See, I'll see you later.
Baby.
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 Baby Charlie.
What is his name?
Baby Charlie.
Baby Charlie.
Baby. Hi.
Rasmus, can you turn around and smile for me? Smile.
Cheese.
What I see. Yeah, I saw kind of an annoying little thing in there. Blech. Blech. But you know what? It's what's keeping you alive right now. You don't eat. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, the 8th, and this morning the doctor came and Charlie had pulled out his breathing tubes and his IV and his feeding tube. And that it seemed like he was fine. He just pulled them out and was done with that. And the doctor says if he keeps acting like he's fine, then I can try nursing him today, and that maybe he doesn't need to be on the breathing stuff anymore, which would be awesome because that means he is one step closer to coming home, which is all I want. I just want him home so I can go sit on my couch and snuggle with him and give him all the kisses in the world. So that is the dream right now. And perhaps we are getting ever closer to that dream becoming a reality. Anyway, that's the update for this morning, and I will let you know how little Charlie's doing later, and we'll see if we get a, somewhat solid date of when I get to take him home. Wish me luck. And we're back.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
We've missed you.
I didn't vlog after this, but he was in NICU for 5 days total.
Yep.
We got him out Tuesday morning. So I told you he pulled out all of his, his IV and his feeding tube, and what we really went out of focus there.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, he pulled out all of the machinery off of him, all the tubes. And then he was fine. Like, he was doing great. They put his IV back, but they put it in his poor little head, and it was so sad. They put his IV back, he went on his antibiotics, finished that up, and came home. Doctor said he looked great, so... Yeah, we got to bring him home. And he's been doing fine. Like, really. Everyone's, like, always asking me, oh, how's baby doing? Because baby was in NICU. That's a big deal. He's fine. Totally fine.
Yeah. Well beyond.
Isn't he cute?
Just beyond the expectations of pretty much everyone that was in there.
Yeah.
It never seemed to me that it was called into question that he would recover.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of how quickly, and what it was sounding like was 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
For the condition he was in, and the just comparing to what other babies tended to do, they were thinking a few weeks he'd be in there. So he just improved so much better than anybody was expecting, and we were thrilled at it.
Yeah, totally thrilled. So he's been home for 2 weeks now, and we're really happy. And kids are just they love him.
It's probably too much.
Probably a little too much sometimes. It gets a little overbearing for the little guy sometimes. Anyway, we're all doing really well, and thanks for sharing this with us. It's been fun.
Yeah. We're glad that we're just piling on good news here, that he's home and healthy and happy. So He doesn't look too happy right now, but that's babies. That's,
He is. This is actually probably his happiest because he's calm.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We will see you later. Bye. You can be a big, big star. Say hello. Say good morning. Welcome to Peel Time.